So, does my shocking, ludicrous comp work for hard 90? Yes. What is going on, Raiders? Soda Dragon here, and yesterday I posted a video about a comp for hard Doom Tower Bommal, and this was actually a Dread Bomb comp. So I encouraged Bommal to drop more Dread Bombs with turn meter reduction, and I actually wanted them to explode. The more bombs, the better. So this was an absolutely insane comp. No one had ever done it before, but I hadn't reached hard 90 yet, so it was for hard 50. And a lot of you guys were asking, well, that's nice, but will it work for hard 90? And yeah, it does. And I got the same gear. So for everybody, their gear stats and masteries are the same except for Vizix. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna go through everyone's gear stats and masteries so you don't have to go back to that old video. Alright guys, if you have not seen my last video on my shockingly ludicrous comp, then I'm just gonna explain how it works to you guys in a nutshell. So here we have Vizix. We're primarily using her for her A1 turn meter decrease. Whenever we turn meter decrease Bommal, he drops more Dread Bombs, and we want as many as possible. The maximum is 6. We want 6 up all the time. When they explode, we want to summon more. So more and more Dread Bombs. So we're only using Vizix for her A1. You can substitute her with another turn meter decreaser. Ideally, turn meter decreasing on their A1 to make sure Bommal drops as many Dread Bombs as possible. So we have Rask in here, and what he does is he helps with the healing in between the Dread Bombs exploding. So for Bommal's normal attacks, Rask helps a lot with the healing. So we have him in a retaliation set and with some counterattack masteries to help a lot with the healing from Bommal's normal attacks and from Bommal's normal bombs. So where do the Vogoths come in? They come in with the Dread Bombs. So when you have 3 Vogoths, everybody is healed over the amount they started when a Dread Bomb goes off. So we want as many to go off as we can. Now Bommal's normal attacks, they do start to chunk down your health. So that's why we want the Dread Bombs. The more Dread Bombs, the better. Dread Bombs are your friend in this comp because they will heal you up. So Vizix with her A1 is ensuring that we're getting as many Dread Bombs as possible. Alright guys, on to everyone's gear, stats, and masteries, starting with Vizix. So I have Vizix in a Relentless and an Immortal set. On to her total stats. So I have her health at 69,000, I have her attack at 1,700, defense 2,900, speed 211, crit rate 51%, crit damage 104%, resistance 280, and we have the accuracy at 284. So try to shoot for 300 when you're looking at a hard 90 Bommal. On to our masteries. So down the offense tree is exactly the same with War Master. So we're doing bonus damage based off enemy max HP. Really nice for enemies with big HP pools. So yesterday I showed you going down the support tree as that secondary mastery tree. And the support tree is a good tree if you're going to use your Vizix for general content. But for Bommal hard 90, I think the defense tree is going to be better. In particular for this mastery here, Retribution. So this is a counter attack mastery. When Vizix takes a big hit over 25% of her max HP, she has a chance to counter attack. And when she does, if the Dread Bombs have not maxed out at 6, she can proc more Dread Bombs to pop up, right? So whenever Bommal gets that turn meter decrease from Vizix's A1, even if he just took a turn, he will drop Dread Bombs. So we always want 6 Dread Bombs down on the ground ready to explode. So Retribution makes that happen. This is huge. The more Dread Bombs, the better. This comp relies on Dread Bombs, all right? So having that chance to counterattack and drop more Dread Bombs is great. Also here, we have deterrence. So if someone gets stunned and Bommal does throw out those stuns, then she can rush in with her A1 once again and hopefully drop more Dread Bombs. So for Bommal hard 90, I think the defense tree is going to be better than the support tree. On to the Vogoths, the real stars of the show. So because they're all geared similarly, I'm just going to show you one of them and you guys can kind of get the idea. So for the gear, I do have all of them in regeneration and immortal sets. On to his total stats. So here I have him at 81,000 health. I have the attack at 1,700. I have the defense 2,400, speed 176, crit rate 46%, crit damage 166%, resistance 122, so this is not a high resistance comp. No one in the comp needs high resistance, though the more you can put in, the better. And the accuracy at 95, so make sure your Vogoths have low accuracy. The reason you want low accuracy is they have a passive that can apply a leech to the boss. Well, the leech is a debuff, right? And the mechanics of the boss are whenever someone tries to apply a debuff to him, he's going to put a normal bomb on them. And that's bad news, right? So every time Vogoth gets hit because of his passive, that passive tries to apply a leech to the boss. Well, the boss has his passive and is going to put a bomb down on your Vogoth. So your Vogoths, if they're high accuracy, are going to get a ton more normal bombs. And normal bombs hurt. Those dread bombs are good, normal bombs are not good. So build your Vogoths with low accuracy. Just because of their passive, you don't want that leech to land and potentially proc another normal bomb. If you get 2 or 3 of those normal bombs, your Vogoths are dead. It doesn't matter how high their health is, they're just dead. Onto his masteries. So down the offense tree, we have that Warm Master, so bonus damage based off enemy max HP. And down the support tree in particular, we want these 3 masteries right here. So here we have Lay on Hands, Healing Savior, and Merciful Aid. And what they do is increase that passive healing of Vogoth, which is why we're using them. So make sure to get these 3 masteries. On to Rask. So I have him geared in a Retaliation and an Immortal set. On to his total stats. So here I have him at 83,000 health. I have the attack at 1800. I have the defense at 1700. Speed 167, crit rate 132%. Make sure for general use you make your Rasks with 100% crit rate. If you don't land crits, you won't activate that passive cannibalism that heals everybody, which is the point of having Rask. So for this particular boss fight, because of the affinity disadvantage, all you need to do is go to 85% crit rate. You don't need to go 100. But in general, yeah, build your Rasks with 100% crit rate. So here, crit damage 109%. Crit damage has nothing to do with the amount of the heal. That is based on his max HP. So we have the resistance 168 and debuff accuracy at 164. Onto his masteries, and they are the same as Vizix. So down the offense tree, we do have War Master. So for defense, we also have that Retribution and Deterrence, right? So we want as many counterattacks as possible. So not only do we have the Retaliation set, plus we have Retribution here. And sometimes Rask, if he gets hit with a big hit, he will proc not only the set counterattack, but he will also proc this mastery counterattack. So he'll counterattack twice in a row, which is really cool. And also deterrence here, so when people get stunned and your Rask happens to not be stunned, he's going to rush in with his A1 and heal everybody up. So definitely make sure for the Retaliation Rask, you get Retribution here and also deterrence. On to the skill instructions. So here for your Rask, make sure to turn off that A2 Lightning Strike. For Vizix, we're turning off all her skills except for her A1. That is all we want from her. And for the Vogoths, you're going to leave them all default. Alright guys, so this is a full auto comp. Really, there's nothing much to do once you click that start key. Now, what I do with that first wave is I do target those little Miss Annies to kill them as soon as possible because they have that decreased enemy max HP skill, which is super annoying. Want as many people on our team to have their max HP as possible. But beyond that, that is it. You just click that start, pop open a beer, relax, and beat Bommal. Alright guys, that is it for today. I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. I realize not every one of you will have all the characters here, but if you think about it, that's true for every comp, right? It doesn't matter if they're dupes or not. If you don't have them, you don't have them. And there are, what, 500, 600 characters in this game, so a lot of different comps that people give you, you might not have them. But what you want to do is you want to figure out substitutes. So I'm going to give you a great example of this right now. So this was sent to me by CB786 on Discord, and he said after watching my videos, he made a team with a substitution. So here instead of Vizix, we are seeing Doom Priest. Now, personally for me, Doom Priest has not worked out that well for Bommal, but he made it work. So the point here, guys, is experiment. Your gear is different from mine, and depending on what team you're running, your team synergy is different from mine. All right, so just because you don't have the exact same team as me or the exact same team here doesn't mean you cannot make something work. Another thing people were saying to me while I was making these Bommal videos is Master Butcher, Master Butcher, Master Butcher. I've heard that so many times. I tried them. I made a level 60. You know, I burnt all those chickens, fully ascended, nice frenzy gear, and I am not impressed. But you know what? That doesn't mean Master Butcher cannot work for you. So the point is experiment. Obviously, some people have had good experiences with using Master Butcher. So yeah, for certain team comps, yeah, he could work out pretty well. For me, he didn't work out well at all. Same thing with Doom Priest. They don't work out that well for the comps that I run and the gear that I have. But you know what? Maybe they work well for you. So keep on experimenting, and yes, you will beat this boss. All right, that is it, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share so I can get on the test server and come up with better and better comps for you guys faster. I'll see you in the next video.